Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something really specific. We're trying to decode the demand signals coming from one of Asia Pacific's biggest economic zones.
We're talking about Thailand's Eastern Economic Corridor.
Exactly. And we're seeing this major shift in how businesses are handling their extended assignments.
Right.
I mean, this isn't just a quick business trip anymore. This is about relocating whole teams for months, sometimes years.
And they need more than just a hotel room. They need a place to live and a place to work from day one.
That's the key. They want a complete, ready-to-go infrastructure.
Okay, let's unpack this, because we've got a great example of a corporate real estate move that's responding directly to that.
And that demand for infrastructure is, well, it's just explosive in these rapid growth areas like the Eastern Economic Corridor or the EEC.
So for anyone not familiar, what exactly is the EEC?
You really have to see it as the engine room for Thailand's industrial future. It covers 3 provinces, Chachoengsao, Chonburi, and Rayong, and it's been getting massive foreign investment.
In what kinds of sectors? Oh, high-tech automotive advanced manufacturing. The big stuff.
And the source material we have today points to a very strategic response to that investment surge. It's the launch of a new premium flexible workspace. It's under the Regus brand, and it's right in Chonburi province.
And there are some really interesting players involved in this.
Right. You've got IWG, who operates Regus globally. Then there's Synergy Spaces, or SNS, who are the local franchise partner.
And the crucial piece, the local partner, J-Park Sriracha Nihonmura.
That name is fascinating.
It's deliberate. The choice of partner and location is so targeted. This isn't just about dropping a Riga sign somewhere because the economy's good.
So SNS, the local operator, they know these high-growth areas.
They do. But J-Park Sriracha Nihonmura, that name is the key. Tells you exactly who they're going after.
Let's stay on that for a second. Nihonmura literally means Japanese village. And the source says this new Regus is inside phase 2 of this existing Japanese-style community mall. What does that tell us about who the main corporate clients are in the EEC?
Oh, it tells you everything.
Yeah.
The EEC isn't just getting general foreign investment. It has a massive, decades-long history of Japanese foreign direct investment.
So Japanese companies have deep roots there.
Deep operational roots in all the nearby industrial zones. So when a Japanese corporation sends a team for a long assignment, they're not just looking for an office.
They're looking for an environment.
An environment that feels familiar, that's efficient, and supports their cultural and lifestyle needs.
So by putting the office inside a Japanese-style mall, with all the amenities and food tailored to Japanese expats,
You're removing the friction. All that cultural friction for people settling in for the long haul. It's genius, really. The whole expansion is designed to serve the biggest source of capital flowing into that hub.
So it's less about a nice aesthetic and more of a critical business amenity for a very specific, very high-value client. But does that kind of hyper-focus, doesn't it risk alienating other foreign investors, from Europe or the U.S.?
That's a fair question, but the sheer volume of Japanese investment often dictates the infrastructure. And besides, quality and efficiency, they're universal.
True.
A state-of-the-art facility that's perfectly placed is going to appeal to any multinational that cares about a smooth operation. The Japanese ambiance is just that extra layer of comfort for the dominant player in the region.
And that kind of targeting has to translate into the physical space itself, the actual office design.
Absolutely. Which brings us to the facility itself.
So let's pivot to the specs. This Chonburi facility is 555 square meters. That's a serious footprint. This isn't for a couple of hot deskers.
No, not at all. When you're putting teams on the ground for months at a time, you need controlled, scalable spaces. So it has 120 workstations, but the key is how they're configured.
Right. The source emphasizes the private offices.
Private offices, designed for groups of 2 to 8 people. That's the critical part.
Why is that specific configuration, the 2 to 8 person office, so important for these extended stay teams? Why not just an open plan space?
It comes down to 2 things: confidentiality and cohesion.
Okay.
These teams are often handling really sensitive information, proprietary stuff about a new factory, supply chain contracts, IP. You can't have those conversations or video calls in a common area.
Right, the security aspect.
It's non-negotiable for these FTI teams. Imagine you're a corporate planner, knowing your team has a secure base for 8 months instead of bouncing between hotel meeting rooms. That's a massive value proposition.
And it's not just the private offices. The source lists a whole bunch of other amenities, common areas, a business lounge, reception services.
And that reception piece is huge. It carries enormous weight
Why is that?
because it eliminates what we call administrative friction.
Mm.
Think about how much time a new foreign team would burn just trying to set up mail service, phone lines, finding an admin assistant.
Weeks, probably.
Exactly. With these services, they walk in on day one and they have an address, phone line, someone to handle packages. It's about getting to work immediately, not getting bogged down in setup.
And all of this is supported by its location, its actual physical placement. The source mentions convenient access to the motorway, the Sriracha Industrial Zone, and, crucially, the Lamim Shabang port.
That port is everything. Operationally, it means immediate impact. Lam Shabang is one of the busiest, most important logistics hubs in all of Thailand.
So if your team is there to oversee manufacturing or export,
You need to be able to get to the port or the industrial park in minutes, not hours stuck in traffic.
so what this really signals is a strategic trade-off then.
A very clear one. The developers are prioritizing logistical efficiency over, say, urban lifestyle perks. This facility isn't in downtown Bangkok.
Which raises the question for these corporate teams, is being minutes from the port a more valuable amenity than being close to nightlife and shopping?
And the investment here is screaming yes. For the target EEC client, logistics absolutely trumps leisure.
It makes sense. Wasted time is wasted money on a project with a deadline. We also have a quote here from Mr. Premay Ridipornpazit of Synergy Spaces.
Yes.
He talks about their commitment to delivering these high-quality networks and fostering growth. It just confirms this isn't some speculative build. It's foundational infrastructure,
And we can see that it's working. I mean,
Yeah.
we can quantify the success just by looking at the numbers.
which are pretty staggering.
They are. The place launched on March 1st, 2025.
Yeah.
Very recent. And it has already hit 30% occupancy for 2025.
30% out of the gate. That's not just a sign of success. That says a lot about what was there
Or
before.
what wasn't there. It suggests that demand was just incredibly pent up and ready to jump on the first purpose-built premium solution that came along.
So these corporate procurement managers are signing contracts fast.
Instantly. Because this product solves an immediate critical problem for them that just wasn't being addressed properly in that corridor before.
And their projections for the future are just as strong.
They're huge. They expect to hit an 80% occupancy rate by 2026. That kind of sustained growth signals a fundamental long-term change in how the EEC accommodates its professional workforce.
It's a structural shift, not just a temporary spike in demand.
Exactly.
And a big factor in that confidence has to be the brand itself, right? Regis, operated by IWG, has a network of 4,000 locations worldwide. We always hear that number, but what does it actually mean for the corporate buyer?
Analytically, it means flexibility and risk mitigation. If your company uses Regis in London, you already have the service agreements, the quality standards, the billing all set up.
So it's standardized.
Perfectly standardized.
Yeah.
When you send a team to Tonbury, you know exactly what you're getting. It lets a huge multinational consolidate all their office needs under one global contract. It just simplifies everything.
So it's the comfort of familiarity, even in a totally new business environment. You're removing a massive variable from the planning process.
Precisely. And Synergy Spaces, the local partner, isn't stopping here. Their bigger plans show they really believe in this model across Thailand.
Right, they're opening another brand, Spaces, in Bangkok.
Yes, at Kingbridge Tower in the Rama III area, scheduled for April 2025.
So on one hand, they're planting a flag in the heavy industrial corridor of the EEC, targeting the operational teams.
And on the other, they're launching in a dense financial urban core like Rama III in Bangkok.
It shows they're trying to capture the whole spectrum of extended stay business needs, from, the factory floor to the financial district.
They're anticipating that the professional who relocates for a longer period now demands a high-quality professional workspace from day one. This launch in Chonburi proves that the quality of the office is now a primary driver in that relocation decision.
Which brings us to our final takeaway. This deep dive shows that extended stay solutions aren't just about finding a place to sleep anymore. They're defined by integrating these premium, flexible, and really well-located work environments. The rapid uptake proves it. So what does this all mean for you, the person actually making the move?
It means the market is now rewarding speed and flexibility, that high occupancy rate. It's a clear signal that investors see their office setup as day one, non-negotiable infrastructure. You should expect that kind of immediate operational capacity when you move abroad.
You should demand it.
You should demand it. And that leads to our final provocative thought here. Given that the demand for these premium flexible offices is so incredibly strong,
So instantaneous.
right? It means the traditional long-term accommodation sector, the service departments, the extended stay hotels, they're now the ones playing catch up.
That's a really interesting point.
So the question is, how quickly can that housing market adapt its own inventory and amenities to match the sophistication of these new work environments? That gap, the gap between the quality of the office and the quality of the home, that's the next frontier for professionals living and working abroad.